Today we're going to visit my good friend Chad Zuber. This guy is the most primitive person I know by far. He lives like a caveman, this guy. It's very hot, it's very dry. I don't recognize a single plant around me. And I'm basically a fish out of water here. You get the firewood?
Yeah, I got some wood and fireweed.
Nice. I know what you're probably thinking right now. Where is he? In Africa? And you can say we're pretty close. This is the closest thing to Africa I've ever seen. It's hot. There's Caveman over here. The garden. Let's go check it out and see what he's got going on. This thing is proper legit. Really nice and cool in here too. Must be at least 30 degrees outside. It's a lot cooler in here, even though there's no door, no windows. Amazing. I am way overdressed for this climate. Time to go full primitive like Chad. Now that I'm all settled in, it's time to start learning. Didn't come here just to hang out, came here to learn some stuff. There's a few things on my list. One big one is pottery. I know Chad is a master at working with clay and making pottery and huts with mud, all that kind of stuff. So let's crack on and start learning.
Collected some this deer poop here. And I'm just smashing the poop. It falls into the plate and then I dump it into the garden pit.
Welcome to Chad's clay pit. I guess this is where Chad basically dug a house out of the ground, reshaped it into the size of a hut. He literally dug the house that he lives in now from this hole. So apparently it's really nice clay for pottery. So we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. First you gotta collect your clay. And you do that by just scraping the ground with another hard rock. And it'll dust up the clay for you. Then you gotta sift it through a basket. Now this also isn't just any basket. Chad made this. It's hand weaved with God knows what. I don't even know what this is. You can build anything from bowls to spoons to a house, roof tiles. That's all you need. There you go. It's enough to make a bowl or a cup or something, I'm sure. Well, Chad just informed me that lunch is ready, and lunch out here comes in the form of a giant clay ball. I'm looking at this, I'm like, what in the hell is in this? Apparently it's a sweet potato. Chad takes a sweet potato, rolls it in clay, cooks it and bakes it.
Oh yeah, it's good. And look at that. Oh yeah, nice, very good. Yes, it came out great. It's not overdone, it's perfect.
Ooh. Dude. That's nice. Now that we got lunch out of the way, it's time to get to work. Get the pottery barn set up. Clay factory. Pottery hut. Sweatshop.
This is some more compost for the garden. charcoal and ashes.
Gotta let this sit and dry for a few days out of the sun, just in the warm air. And then after it dries for a few days, we'll put it in a fire and fire harden it.
It's kind of grass-like. And the undergrowth, the old undergrowth, is brown and dead, and it ignites very easy.
Gotta be honest with you folks, I am suffering here today. Not sure what's going on. My stomach is rolling. I puked about an hour ago. And yeah, overall feeling really weak and soft. I don't know if it's the heat, something I ate, but either way it's not good. Slave driver Chad doesn't let the party stop, so I'm on firewood duty. I hope I feel better tomorrow. For a Canadian boy like me coming to the bush, not having an axe or saw is a real different thing. It's not even a knife here. Literally he's using sharp rocks. He's using sticks to dig with, dirt for everything else. The guy's a half a lunatic. Quick, he's coming. I gotta go. Oh, it's another hot and beautiful day here, paradise. It's about 6:30 in the morning. and it's already hot enough to scald you. Plan this morning is we're going to get the fire going and start firing some pottery. As you can see, the local caveman back there is already hard at it.
Provide a little bit of shade, a little bit of protection for these young plants. Alright, so if you look inside, there's 4 stones down here I put. This is so that the pottery will be above a lot of the ashes, because if it sits in the ashes, all that part that's in the ashes is going to just turn black. So this way it will help reduce that. Get this thing blazing hot for a moment, then I'm going to let it die down, and when it dies down to just hot coals, I'm going to put the pottery on top, let it heat up slowly, and keep it burning hot for about half an hour, and then just let it die down and cool down, and then we can pull the pieces out and they'll be good. This type of setup is called a Dakota fire pit, Dakota fire hole. Approximately 2 feet deep hole that I dug, and there's a hole, a tunnel that connects to that comes to the surface next to it and goes down to the bottom of this. In this case, I'm using it as a kiln, and it's been very effective. I used it for all my pottery. Very functional, very effective.
I didn't show it on camera yesterday just because it was too boring. These here are all my test clay pieces. Spoon, a bowl, a really rough cup, another really rough cup. Just that there, that makes me happy. A spoon and a bowl. It's a real spoon. Isn't that cute? Heading into the city, Chad?
Yeah, I have a business appointment with some colleagues this afternoon. See you later.
The funny thing is, like, you're kind of serious.
Yeah.
Hear that ding, folks? According to Chad, that's the ding you want. That means now it's real pottery. Oh, so much cooler in here. Alright, let's get out next project, which is basket weaving with willow. Chad's favorite. My favorite is a pussy willow, of course. Chad's never heard of it. Shocking. First thing I'm doing is taking a little willow like this and splitting them open like this, so it's 2 pieces instead of 1. you're thinking. That's one rough-ass basket. It is rough. But you know what? She'll hold something. She's not going to hold no water or rice. Hold a few decent-sized rocks, though. Like a little communion basket. This stuff is priceless. This is all going straight to my mother's china cabinet. We made some pottery, made a basket. Next thing we're gonna need out here is some cordage. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go harvest a yucca leaf and make some primitive cordage. Chad taught me how, of course. None of this is my own knowledge. This is Chad's yucca leaf harvester. A sharp rock on a stick. There's literally not a single knife out here, not an axe, not a saw. Everything out here is legitimately primitive. Rocks, wood, mud. Look at these baskets. This is all yucca cordage. So that's what we're gonna make. We're gonna make some cordage like this. And then you can make anything from a basket to a fishing line to this is his pillow. Lots of stuff. Primarily we're going to make some cordage right now for fishing line for tomorrow. So we're going to go fishing and I like to try and use some primitive fishing line. This stuff here is a yucca plant. Yucca plant? Yucca leaf. Yucca plant.
It's banana yucca. That particular species is called banana yucca.
Banana yucca. This is called banana yucca. And that's what we're going to use to make cordage. We'll harvest just one leaf is all we'll need. There's a lot of fibers inside. The first thing we got to do is smash these open so we get the fibers. Just a stick and a rock, like everything out here. You can see the fibers already. See all the small little strings? That's your fibers to make your cordage. Separate all the fibers and start spinning it up together. So there you go, that's what we got to start with. And once they're pulled apart, just gotta run your fingers down them, pull off all the old pulp and stuff. Do that about 500 times and you'll have a foot of rope. That's what I got so far. Nighttime is here, and it's time for night shift, I guess. Keep spinning up some of this cord for tomorrow for a fishing trip. What a beautiful night it is. No. It's early morning here. We're up nice and early trying to beat the heat. And today we're going fishing. Homemade cordage, homemade fishing line. Cut a pole on the bank. See if we can catch some fish. It's supposed to be a real scorcher today. Couple hour hike. This is where we're going fishing. Unreal, I know. Starting to heat up, starting to get warm. So we're gonna crack on and get down there and start fishing. Slowly making our way down to that river. Taking a break. We're still sitting in the shade. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, we're here. Oh my God, is this beautiful. There's like green grass down here, man. Oh. It's time to make some fishing poles. Find a couple sticks here, make a few primitive rods. See if we can't catch some supper for tonight.
This plant has a few names. It's known as mule fat. A long time ago when people would park their mules in front of a store or something, they'd often tie them next to one of these plants so that the mule can nibble on it while they're gone. But today we're going to use them to make fishing poles. You want that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like a big one. I always usually build a rod too big, but I'm going to do it again.
This one's already dry.
We got our poles. Now comes the best part. Sitting in the shade and making up a fishing rod. I could definitely use the shade. I can feel my skin just slowly burning here. Chad makes fun of me if I use sunblock. He says I'm going to contaminate the river when I step in there. So this is some primitive fishing line. This is that yucca cordage that we were making last night.
Many clocks. A bunch of them right there.
One down there. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, well, we're not taking fish hooks. We'll sure as hell take a spear to the head. We're going primitive here. You know you gotta try a spear. Well, let's try it. Make a quick spear.
There you go.
See that? All I did was take the knife, hammer the knife down, make a cut this way, hammer the knife down, make a cut this way, and then wedge a couple sticks in there. I'll trim these off. That'll hold the shape. Now I sharpen all these. That's what we got. Whew. Whew. Oh yeah, we're going fish spearing right now, boy.
That's gonna be good.
That works. That works so good. Look at this. Spearfishing really works, I guess. Thank God for Hollywood movies for teaching me how to make this spear. Now we got some dinner. We got a fish for tonight. Now it's time to go swimming. And we're going to take those yucca leaves that we cut earlier and we're going to have a wash. I'm going to show you how that works like soap. So these are the fibers from that yucca plant that we cut on the way down here. The same fibers we used last night to make that cordage. And you spread it apart and it actually makes a little bit of bubble, a little bit of suds, and it really does clean you, really nice. And now we'll bring these home tonight and use them for more cordage. So it's a win-win all the way around. Time to hit the dusty trail. Last look at the river for who knows how long. That's it. You gotta go sometime. We're back on the open trail and we're going up, 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 all the way to the top. Yeah, that valley down there is where we just were. This heat is brutal. We're almost there, halfway, 3/4. 3/4? Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. That was a long day. Oof. Time to kick off the boots and settle down and let the good times roll. So good. Now it's time to wash down the homemade sour berry wine.
Berry.
A barberry?
Red barberry.
Whatever. Sour berry, red barberry. This Chad Zuber hoosh is what it is. Let's get real.
We're gonna get smashed tonight.
Swirl it, sniff it, sip it. Good. Good.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's a pretty damn good one.
Oh yeah, I can see shit getting pretty crazy here tonight. Full jug of wine in the hot. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed watching this video. Right now it's time for me to go to bed and continue on with the next trip.